that there's all kinds of artists like hyperpop, but I feel like hyperpop's always been around.
Yeah.
Like it just hasn't. You could go back. There's stuff from like Bjork that's like hyperpop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, definitely.
Like,
it's a deep cut.
Is Moby hyperpop?
Oh, dude,
you know
Moby, that's an interesting comparison.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that
is an interesting
there's
comparison.
all kinds of artists like that were doing like that digital or what was that one? Shit. They had this song called Hot Chip. I forgot what they were called.
Yeah. Hot Chip, like the band?
Was that what they were called?
Yeah, Hot Chip. British
like,
duo, electropop. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so shit like that. Electropop, that's hyperpop.
Yeah. I didn't even think of I used to listen to Hot
mean?
Chip in college all the time. That's funny. That's interesting. Who are some of the other artists in the scene that you could see yourself collaborating with, that you fuck with? I know there's some artists in Seattle that have achieved, a national audience. I would say Capo being one of them. Are those people you draw influences from? Are those people that you could see yourself collaborating with musically? Like, who are some of those names?
I don't really have any goals right now with collaborating with hyperpop artists. I mean, I take submissions and people who want to work with me and everything, and I love to work with my friends.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much, it's kind of like as it comes kind of thing. Like, when the opportunity arises, I work on a song with somebody. But the people that I want to work with, they're kind of completely out of this country and kind of outside the genre. Like, I'm kind of moving on from like that sound a little bit.
Yeah. Who are some of those people? And I guess secondarily, 2-part question. If I was an A&R at a record label, hypothetical, and I was like, you have an unlimited budget to collaborate with any artist in the world, who would it be?
Brucey and Georgia Smith.
Who's Brucey?
That's like one of my favorite artists. He's like a drum and bass grime rapper singer from the UK.
Damn. Nice.
Yeah. And the Bad Boy Chiller crew, I like them too.
Dude, shout out grime, bro. Like, I feel like grime it used to be so much bigger, and it's kind of like in the UK, the sound has like kind of become a little bit more niche, and that's sad. But grime, I mean, when we were in the 2010s, grime was it. Now drill is big in the UK, and it's taken up a lot of like the sort of market share of rap that people listen to out there. So do you think there's room for collaboration with somebody like Capo and shit? Because I feel like you guys would crush a song together.
We have one.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the future. Wait, what's your song together? The name.
Our song's called Fall Through.
Fall Through.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll probably work again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's opposed to it. I'm not.
I could see. I could even see like you and Baymac should have like more music together. I feel like that would be fire.
Yeah. It's just we had one thing that we were gonna do, and I don't know. We got drunk and it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Or I got drunk probably. I can't remember.
Dude. Yeah, I saw. Baymac. The first I'd heard of him is Scene Queen, the song he did with Lil Raven. Then I looked at his music. I was like, oh, this kid's talented for sure. What do you think of performing in New York versus like LA? Because I feel like those are the two big cities kind of in underground rap. Obviously Seattle has a big scene. Obviously even places like Austin have a growing, I see more and more rappers moving out there randomly.
Yeah.
So there's like secondary cities as well. But like even last night at the show, people were constantly kind of talking about LA versus New York, Like I was hanging out with Rosca and all of them, and they were like, well, in LA we do this, and in New York it's like this. What do you think of performing in both those cities? And do you think there's like a difference in sort of like the underground rap community in either of these cities?
New York comes with the rage.
Yeah.
For real. They'd be turned. And LA is kind of like, you get that Hollywood kind of like, ooh, yeah, you're cool kind of cold face look, And I don't know if either of those are really my vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love doing it. It's always great. It's a good time. I had a great time last night. I had a great time in LA when I did those shows out there. But those are the differences that I would say, yeah.
Could you see yourself moving to LA? Cause no. Staying in Arizona.
No, I'll move. But I don't know about LA.
I feel that. Dude, I see you have like quite a few like visuals and music videos out. Like, how do you select cameramen? Like, do you have a preferred camera guy? I see like you have videos with Koala Television. Like, are there like certain videographers that you choose to work with? I feel like visuals are just becoming more and more important when it comes to an artist's catalog.
Yeah. I want to grow more in that aspect. With more videographers and all that, but why I've worked with Koala so much is that he was my roommate like a long time ago.
Oh, deadass?
A long time ago, yeah. And I'd say we have that like kind of
chemistry,
like Famous Dex and Cole Bennett, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That you know.
Do you think you would ever drop visuals like on these like blog platforms like Astari or like Mosh Pit? You know, like those like big YouTube channels where all they do is Overcast, where all they do is drop visuals. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
As opposed to your personal page.
Shout out to all those dudes. Overcast. I think Daniel was like my neighbor for like the longest.
Daniel
totally
Jordan?
Random. Yeah,
what?
and Satch Films. Like,
Yeah.
I love to work with those guys. Shout out to them. Yeah, like I think Astari is like a submission based thing, not submission based thing.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool like if he hit me up or something. Like,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it happens, it happens.
I want to try and make that happen because I feel like your sound would like really take off on a platform like that in my mind.
Yeah, most definitely.
Dude, I was looking through some of your stuff and it's like there's like this YouTube video on here where it's like your first ever DJ set. Yeah. Do you DJ like occasionally or like?
That was my first time ever doing that live.
Could you see yourself doing that more?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love doing nightcore mixes and just mixes. I mean, like early Schizo. Before that, I was doing just like mixes, like whatever I wanted to put in there and pitch them up, pitch them down, however I wanted to, just playing around. And
so you're like really DJing and putting down beats that you essentially made, not just like, because there's like two types of DJing. There's like DJing where you're just playing music that other people have made, but you feel the mood of the crowd and shit, and you're DJing, but you're DJing actual shit music that you've made though, like your beats that you've made and stuff.
Not beats, not my own beats.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll make mixes like with my songs in there and other people's stuff. I love like the Discord Fest vibe. I want to do a lot more of that.
I feel that.
So yeah, it's mostly just fun and just like this shit sound cool, like playing around, like just like nightcore,
Yeah.
And that show specifically that you're mentioning, I think I did mostly happy hardcore and drum and bass.
Yeah, I saw some DNB.
Yeah, so I just wanted to.
I love some good DNB, dude.
Right.
UK Garage too.
That's my vibe for sure. Yeah, I really wanted to kind of bring that out here.
Dude, why don't you rap over shit like that, bro? You should, man. You should be like the first like UK baseline American rapper. Like,
see, now I get to finally plug this. That is my new project. Yeah, and it's I already have.
Dude, that's awesome.
I'll show you after this. Maybe we can even put one in like a little snippet.
Yeah, no, I've always felt that like that's a sound that could take off in this country and that not enough people are really doing. So
you caught my set last night, yeah?
Yeah.
In the middle of my set, I did that
that's
song.
when I came out and I was like, this is different. Like, this is fire.
So I want to kind of bring that here and maybe even be like the icon for it, you know what I'm saying? And change it,
That would be
I'm
epic.
heavily influenced by that. And like you asked me earlier, like who I'd want to collaborate with, like those guys. And I'd love to meet some DJs that are I met some people last night that were like, oh yeah, I got you. Like right after my set, this guy came up and was like, I do drum and bass, you gotta hit me. I was like, okay, yes. You know what I'm saying? Like I really want to, it's like all I listen to.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know, I want to do a lot of that. I'm heavily influenced. Yeah,
I feel that. Sure. Last couple of questions here, man. If you could pick one song that you've dropped to kind of, that's your favorite song you've put out, what would it be? The one song to kind of define you?
Above is the last song I did last night. Yeah, it's like my finale song.
Yeah, I caught that whole. I actually have a video of that song on my phone.
It just means a lot to me.
That shit was deep, like lyrically and stuff. What is that? Are you someone who spends a ton of time like with your lyrics, writing, working on your writing and stuff? Because a lot of rappers be going off the dome these days.
I punch in, but you know it's I try to be honest. I try to be real. With my real life. But I feel like I really put I feel like that song like kind of encapsulated like my spirit.
Yeah.
And that song like means a lot to me.
That's huge. And then second to last question, if you could list like a couple of major musical influences to you, like who would that be? And it could be anybody. It could be people rapping now. It could be people you grew up listening to from like the golden age of hip hop or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like just a few influences. Early
ones, Good Charlotte, huge influence on me.
Yeah. We're dating ourselves with our fucking age. Yeah, Good Charlotte was so classic, bro.
Yeah, I was like obsessive.
Yeah. Remember like Avenged Sevenfold and like all those bands?
Yeah, I remember. Me and my girlfriend have like emo nights, like dad rock nights where we just vibe out to some.
Dude, that sound is coming back. Yeah. Like I'll be listening to like Fatsy and 93 Feet Deep,
right.
And it's like that sound is totally coming back. It's crazy, man.
For sure.
Even Olivia Rodrigo, I'm like even like pop, like has become so influenced from what we used to listen to, and it's kind of funny to see.
And then also like when it comes with age, like Breathe Carolina and like the Scene age was like also a huge influence on me. I love DJ Hixie, if you know about DJ Hixie or Happy Hardcore or anything like that.
Hell yeah.
So I think those are some of my biggest influences, you know, for sure, from when I was young.
And what do you think is, I'm trying to think of how to word this. What do you think is kind of like the most, I don't know how to say, like what the most overrated thing you're seeing in underground rap right now? It could be an artist, it could be a sound, it could be a subgenre, it could be fashion. I don't know. What do you kind of think is the most overrated thing you're seeing now? You're seeing it and you're like, I don't get it.
Man, I've been waiting for this. The Rick Owens, the Vamps, the Yeats.
It's corny, bro.
The turbans. When you throw that turban on, I can't tell you apart from your other friends and Rick Owens. You all look the same. I'm really sorry. It's all love if that's really your vibe. I listen to Yeet every day, but I'm not going to jump on a beat with bells or rage tracks just because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
And shout out to everyone that's doing it because it's so fun live and it's so turnt, but it just irks me. And it's me. Don't get mad. Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, don't get mad at me. I
feel that. It's just opinion.
Me. Like,
yeah.
I just also I would really like it if people put a lot more heart into their music. Like, I want to hear about you and your life and stop the cat. You know?
Yeah, that's what rap is really about.
I mean, it's cool if you want to have a creative expression. That's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't resonate with me. So that's just not my cup of tea. Yeah.
I feel that. I guess that's it, man. Like open mic, any shout outs, anything like that, you know, shout out the gang, shout out your collective.
Shout out everybody that was mentioned. Shout out Capo, shout out Koala, shout out Doom Division, Baymac, like everybody on the tour. Shout out Dog. I love you, bro.
Yeah. Dude, Dog is so good, bro. Like, he had that song with Stogie recently.
Yeah.
That shit was serious.
Yeah, just shout out all the homies. You know who you are.
Yeah.
I love you.
I need a